对，我先换一下，先把肉给。好，谢谢大家来。那我们在休息之前呢，其实今天接下来要分享的是 Taki Māori， 是我们毛利的家人。那在开始之前，我们有准备小小的礼物，谢谢可斯巴丹，谢谢你们的帮忙。So before we have a break, we have a gift for you. Yeah. Oh, 他们也有礼物要交换。
那么好，那我们也开玩笑的。
所以我在是，
所以姐姐现在是要背诵礼物，
我现在是我身份，
背诵给你们好，我现在姐姐到背诵了。
So all the speakers we have gifts today from you, and then other gifts actually prepared from Dustin.
要怎么送？一起送还是这样？谁先送？
好，我先稍微讲一下为什么有这个环节，因为其实我们成大也要感谢建和部落，还有这次与会的所有的分享者，给我们成大的学生有很深刻的养分。那我们当然来不及老师做了，所以我们直接请。虽然我们去建和有学习怎么做这个藤编的手包，刚刚一直讲那个 method 是什么，就是这个。然后我们要送给老师们，然后还有也当做我们祝福我们来自各方面的各方的家人这样子。然后也希望我们能够像这个城一样紧紧的相依。好，那我们进行颁奖典礼，掌声。
这个时候呢，我们毛利的家人也要送礼物给我们卡萨玛利的家人，是吗？哦。
Because te taki mo e nei tāma. Nā oi rā, haere te wā, te ana. E whitu ngā tāma. E whitu ngā tamata e tuangai runga ia tātou i tēnei wā. Nā reira, whanua whai māramatanga. Nā reira, tēnei ki ka mātuana ka koutou. Big brothers and sisters, I want to acknowledge you. We're really honoured, privileged to be here and this sharing. Before I left home 2 weeks ago on a plane, I went to go see my good friend, artist, did my tattoo, and he gave me 7 gifts. Gave me 7 gifts. At that time, I didn't know what for, who for. And then I get here today, use those gifts and welcome us. And then I remember, I've got 7 gifts. We've got 7 gifts from our good friend back home. And these gifts are 7 ancestors. And they're all stars in the cluster of Matariki. 4 are wahine females, and 3 are males. And the gifts that so our ancestors have a funny way of connecting us. So on behalf of Aotearoa New Zealand, we just want to thank you, acknowledge you, if you really feel the strong connection. And we remember those connections and we honour those connections. So we have these gifts to
摄影师，各位 你先拍，劳力电视台先拍你们。欢迎来自劳力电视台的朋友。没事。OK，group photo。好，各家电视台准备好了吗？我们要团体照了。好，来，一起。
好，
好像是偏那边哦。偏那不是偏那边吗？啊，好。好，来我们一起，台下观众就给我们掌声就好了。
给我们今天的分享者给我们掌声，感谢他们今天带来他们在这个他们的生命故事给大家，也期望能够在你们的生命里面有不一样的看见。
我们好像已经时间被逼迫一次，所以我们就先不休息。
对，不好意思大家哈，对，要 stop 了。那这个时候呢，我是要请。那接下来的这个部分呢，我们就要邀请我们毛利的家人来接续他们的分享啊，也请大家打起精神。
So now welcoming Taki Māori to share their story.
掌声！
2分钟。那我们就是做一个把握时间动作，做一个自我介绍。我们2个是下半场主持人，然后这位大家应该已经知道是兰姐。
好，大家好，我是下半场主持人。
然后我是下半场口译，我是第一个啊，那我们组的那就是待会他会分享关于他们本身文化还有文化传承的事情。那如果对他们本身的成长脉络，他们在学龄前家庭教育，或者是对于他们在进入到主流的教育体系之内，怎么去保存继续自己的文化的话，我们之后在文字中这个 podcast 一集节目，然后以及我们在 YouTube 上面会上架大概中文字幕的，都欢迎大家去欣赏。
那我们只好继续聊天。好，等一下，我们这个技术上的一个小小的问题。如果大家对刚刚上半场有没有什么问题想要问我们在场的分享人，有没有什么可以问我啊？稍等。 好，先跟大家讲为什么他们会来台湾，是因为刚刚有提到的我的哥哥舒明恩，他上礼拜才结束了阿米斯音乐节，所以我们其实我的家里人他们每一个人的行程都还蛮赶的，我们其实没有全部的人来，我们还有差不多，如果真正很 close 的家里人，可能还有10位哦，还有10位。那这次来的就是刚好有空档，然后再来就是，其实他们本来要去欧洲还是哪里，我忘了，但他们知道有阿米斯音乐节，那我觉得他们给我很大的影响力是说 family first， 就是家人第一，所以他们就选择来台湾，就来支持苏明恩。那既然都来了，那我就还是搬来成大后，因为毕竟我在这里读书。对，我还在念书哦，所以我们原子中心其实成大原子中心，我觉得他们很 open， 很愿意，一起跟着在成大的学生做很多文化交流的事情，也给我们成大学生有很多的支持，也要感谢原子中心。然后好，我们现在就可以事不宜迟，可以开始了。
Kia ora. Teo tahi ake, tukune ngā mihi, kia koutou, ngā mātakitaki, whakarongo mai a ki kōrero, tēnā koutou, o tira ngā kaiwhakarite, tēnei kaupapa, tēnei te tūwhakaiti, rua i tā koutou aroaro, i hana ki koutou kia ora. Kia ora. Hello. Hi. Ni hao. Before we start our presentation, we wanted to introduce ourselves and our culture. And we do that with something called pepeha, right? So, tēnei tūnei, me ki a tūranga, te maunga, o wai mārama te awa, te rohi mā, ko mani a koto, ke mai mā kāwe o rea, tēnei rea me mihi atu ana ka koutou, te pā, te kaura, o tira, ngā tātai hononga, e mihi ana ka koutou. Reira, mihi ana ka koutou, I just acknowledge my ancestral links that tie me back on my mother's side, to the back there, to my mountain, my rivers and oceans, and I bring all of that with me here today to share.
My name is White, and I come from a small town, a small village called White.
My name is Tiahomai, and I come from a small town called Mana Rangatira-Indigenous.
Big town.
For me, this is new experience to share stories and cultural sharing.
难得有这样的机会跟大家分享关于文化以及他自身的故事。
I don't leave my village very often.
他自己没有离开自己的这样的传统的地方。
This guy dragged me out.
应该看得到，他把他拉出来。
I'm very grateful to be here and share some of our traditions with you, and I'm grateful to be here as part of Taki Māori, Taki Aotearoa.
他很感激今天有这个机会可以来跟大家分享，也很感激可以今天是以 Taki Māori 跟 Taki Aotearoa 一个人来到这个地方。
Now the formal stuff is finished, now we can
Sit down. Have a rest.
正式部分结束了，大家就是自己忙。
Okay, little story. So this journey started 10 years ago. We met Manny, Jamaja, and Daniel in Scotland.
这个活动其实在10年前开始，他们那时候在苏格兰的1岁节认识到刚刚我们这位主持人马里他的先生Daniel。
Yeah, we were at the Fringe Festival and performing together, and my brother and my sister, cousin, saw Manny and Daniel and some of the family, and they said, "You look like my cousin, you look like my brother, you look like my sister," and that's where the relationship started.
这缘分其实很奇妙，就是他们在1岁节的时候，就是他们自己也有表演，然后马尼姐自己的部落也有表演，所以他们那时候在路上遇到，发现说，哎，你长得很像我的亲戚耶，我是不是有什么关系呢？然后这个缘分就此展开。
And then we come to Taiwan, and we go to Manny's village, and they really look like my cousins and aunties and uncles.
所以他们后来就来到台湾，然后发现，哎，其实很多的我的原住民族有很类似的，像我亲戚的外表。
So this is a long and ongoing relationship built over 10 years. And one day, he's now passed. He said, one day I'll bring my family here to Taiwan. And today you can see that dream come true.
然后所以这样缘分其实是10年慢慢的累积跟淬炼出来。然后他的父亲其实已经刚刚过世这样子。然后他的父亲曾经说他希望有一天可以在他的家族、他的家乡，然后今天就是这一天，他们带全家人一起来到台湾。
3 generations: grandma, Bubu, grandma, Bubu, and then mama, papa, and then daughter. Running around.
所以我们今天就有我们的妈妈3代对卡，有我们的 Kelly， 然后爸爸妈妈以及还刚好一个小孩，是最小的。
And we have 3 generations. Karakia blessing. Very important to always maintain practice of blessing, not just for ceremony every day. For blessing, karakia, it helps focus, set your focus, helps reground yourself, helps to set intentions, right? Helps to set your purpose, and it needs to be practiced every day, not just ceremonies.
他们这样的意思是跟祈福跟祝福有关。然后如果说这样的东西应该只是在自己的记忆当天的现场才需要去实践，它应该是每天都做，常常的去做，跟自己产生连接，我们才有办法真的去实践这个课题。
Karakia, fire, ara, pathway, key to you, to God, key up to God, God of sea, God of wind, to ancestors. Right? So Karakia is to light the pathway to your ancestors.
那 Karakia 它可以拆成4个部分，它的部分它有个意识火焰的意思，然后阿拉是它就讲一个，阿拉是路径的意思，然后 Key 是一个就是表示指示性的一个对象，是我们要去成立的，然后阿拉的话是一个算是形式
many different karakia for different purpose, right? For food, for blessings, for hunting, for gathering. Each karakia serves a different purpose. Haumi is the rope, right? It weaves the canoe together. Haumi, connect.
克拉提亚不是只有一种，它会有不同的不同地区有不同的克拉提亚。然后像欧米就是这个，用他们传统的这个木舟上面的这样子把它东西绑起来的绳子。
Also a word for ally. Also a word for also a word for strong relationship or buddy, friend.
那因为花米它是就是绑这个独木舟的绳子，它要很强壮，所以它同时也有表示很强壮的人跟很强烈的人跟之间关系的意思。
So when I say haumi, hui, everyone says tai ki.
那待会他会说haumi, hui, 然后接下来大家就要说tai ki.
Yes, that means we are complete.
然后做完这个之后呢，他念的前面两句，我们念最后一句的时候要说连接，建立连接，就是紧密然后坚固的连接。
Unite. Right, one more time. Haumi, hui.
Tai
Very good. Hey. Even though the slide says mana Māori Motuhake, today we're just going to talk about Māori. What's Māori? Right? To be Māori is to be pure, to be one with nature, to be original, to be natural. Natural thinking, natural way of being, and natural way of living.
接下来我开始讲Mana Māori。那到底什么是Māori？Māori其实要成为作为一个Māori，它应该要有纯粹的本身，然后要有自然的生活方式，自己要保持自然，要以自然的视角去面对这个世界，用自然的方式行动。
Māori is not a name. Māori is a way of being. Māori is a way of being. To be pure. Your pure mind, pure heart. So Māori is another word for indigenous. Another word for indigenous.
那所以我们大家常会中文他说毛利人，但毛利并不是一个名词，毛利是一种生活的方式，让自己保持纯真，保持跟土地有连接，它同时也是一个关于跟原住民这样的一个概念是有相关的一个词。
We also have another word called mana. Mana. That talks about your life essence or your life force or your natural way of being. That's mana. Mana is your life force, your life essence.
Mana 它的意思其实就是你生活的方式，你是怎么样的过你每一天。
Your first life essence, your first mana comes from your first life essence, your first mana comes from mana atua, from the gods. First mana comes from the gods.
我们刚刚谈到的mana的概念，那人作为一个人，第一个有的mana是来自于神，那这个概念叫做mana atua。
Mana also comes from elements, earth, water, wind, fire.
Mana 也是有很多元素在里面，例如说土地啊、风啊、火啊、水。
Mana comes from your land, mountain, river, ocean.
那除了刚刚讲元素之外，mana 也会来自于生活周遭的这些自然景观，包含像山啊、河啊，还有海等。
Mana comes from your people, from your tribe.
你的生活方式也会跟你生活周遭的你的部落的人有相关。
Their mana is protected by the chiefs.
所以 Mana 它其实在他们毛利生活里面呢，是被传统领袖保护着。
Chiefs are responsible for well-being of village.
所以这些传统领袖在部落其实是有责任的。
Mana Rangatira, that's us people. We are, how would say, the baby in the genealogy. We are the youngest, the baby, and the big picture.
所以其实 Mana 它在上面有一个标题，其实是跟你的家谱系谱是有关系的。所以对于我们而言，他觉得我们都还是在最初这个部分就很小。
But we also believe that for Māori as Māori, that we are the youngest Indigenous people on the planet because we were the last to, how do you say, we look at you as our older brothers and sisters, and we are still very young in the bigger world.
他们认为作为毛利人，其实是在全球性的这样的原住民的习惯，然后他们算是比较年轻的一个族群，作为毛利人。
It was very touching and warm to hear the previous speakers because we are all doing the same work, same projects, working with our villages, and it gave us hope that we're also on the right track. And it's also nice to know that we have relatives and older brothers and sisters doing the same work on the other side of the world.
所以他也很感激刚刚我们来自萨瓦干以及排湾部落还有我们其他部落这些分享者，让他们知道说，我们有这样的兄弟姐妹在做一样的事情，在做复振文化，得到很多而且他们需要的时候，他们有一群人可以知道说，那我们接下来可以怎么做。
I think in Manny's presentation, talked about whakapapa or genealogy, family tree, connections. Whakapapa is knowing who you are and where you're from and who you belong to. That's whakapapa. Genealogy, family tree, knowing where your village is, who's the families, who's the clan, where's your land, that's all whakapapa.
所以爸爸这个毛利语是，就像刚刚我分享的有关于系谱的部分，要知道你的家族在哪里，你的土地在哪里，这些都是你的文化脉络在哪里，这些都是爸爸。
Whakapapa, knowing who you are, where you're from. Whanaungatanga, building relationships.
So whanaungatanga 就是建立关系。
Just like family here in Taiwan, not connected by blood, but connected through relationships.
就像是我们跟毛利人关系，也许我们在血缘上不是连在一起的，但是我们透过彼此的交流去建立关系。
Okay. Mana atua. So in our narrative stories, we call it pūrape, and our old ancestral stories, we got Wangi Nui, Sky Father, Papa Tuanuku, Earth Mother.
在他们的传统的故事跟脉络当中，那玛纳阿tua有分两个，第一个是先祖的父亲叫做Wangi Nui，以及大地母亲叫做Papa Tuanuku。
They had many kids, 140 kids.
他们有很多孩子，有140个孩子。
Big family. 70 male, 70 female.
这样的孩子，这里面孩子有一半是男生，一半是女生，很大的一个家族。
Each atua represents different environments. Sky, wind, ocean, water, sand. Each atua is a different environment.
那每一个阿tua还有自己的专属代表的环境，比如说海啊、水啊、沙子啊之类的。
One story is all of the kids were stuck in the middle of mum and dad and they couldn't get out.
有一个故事是，这本是140个孩子嘛，然后因为爸爸是自己，妈妈是弟，他们就全部被夹在爸爸妈妈中间，就没有办法。
Love really strong. They didn't want two parts.
他们爱太强，不想。
Well, yeah, love really strong. 142. Okay. One brother separated. It was very sad, but one brother had to separate them apart.
难过的是，就是虽然爱挺深，但是还是要有人把天跟地分开，他们只要空间可以生存。
He had to use X to cut arms and legs to separate Bunny and Papa.
他需要用这个传统的是口来把手脚砍断，然后才会继续的，就是靠在一起才把它分开。
And they say Papa kurai te rangi, Mone kurai te whenua. When he used the axe to cut the arms, the blood came out. But when you look to the sky and the sky is red, that's what it's talking about. It's talking about Sky Father, Earth Mother, and the red is the sign of creating space so we can talk and do things.
是因为手上可能会流血，然后拿红色的东西代表说，就是代表是这样的一个事情，就是新的空间感是我们可以存在，可以追求更多的事情。
So although very sad, it had to be done so that we could all come into the world of light, into the physical world. Although it was very sad, it had to be done so that we can come into this world.
虽然很难过，但是这是必须要做的事情，这样我们这些人才办法来到凡间。
So when I carry this axe, Toki, when I carry this, for me, I have to create some space so that people can come and we can exchange. That's what it is.
就是承接刚刚这个故事的这个意涵，他拿托体的时候，他就必须要创造一个空间，让大家其他人可以进来到这个空间，然后一起成为一起。As Māori, we introduce ourselves as mountain, as ocean, as river. And very often, they refer to these places as koro, kuia, grandpa, grandma, older brother, older sister. 在自我介绍上，我会先介绍，就是他们是来自于本来这座山附近的土地，然后是哪一条河，或是哪一片海。对他们来说，山啊、河海就有点像是他们的长辈他们出现。
I was surprised to see the first speaker also share similar stories about the mountain for Taiwan. Share similar.
所以他听到我们第一位分享者来自台湾部落姐姐分享的一段很多来自于山的这样的一个传统的传说，受到这个惊讶，然后让人开心。
So when we talk about mana, well-being, to be well, well-being comes from returning back to your mountain.
所以当我们慢慢要谈到说要好好的生活的时候，他很重要的一点是，他必须回到他们本来属于的那片土地。
Well-being comes from singing ancestral song about mountain and your mountain.
好好生活有一个意涵是，必须要唱着祖先外这座山的歌，然后这个地必须要在原本那一座山。
It's not only important to remember these places, but to go there and feel the spirit and the essence of these places for healing.
如果你想要就是获得这样的一个疗愈的话，不只是我们要做的事，不能只有光是想着那一片我们来自的地方，你要实际回到那个地方去感受这一片土地的一切。
A lot of people back home in Aotearoa are disconnected from their ancestral land.
虽然我们今天这个节目看到跟毛利文化非常有深厚的一些毛利的族，但是其实有很多在纽西兰的族，它其实是跟它本来的这个土地是
teach them songs so that they know where to go and who to go to, which mountain to go to.
所以他们其中一个很重要的工作是带这一些已经跟自己本来的土地断了连接的人回到他属于的那座山或那条河，然后教他们去唱跟这座山的有关的歌曲，让他重新对这个土地有连接。
Kia paru paru ngā waiwai, so that your feet are dirty, and that's a sign of the connection to your land.
那就像我会带他们回去嘛，然后通常是赤脚状况，然后常年下雨脚底会脏。那对他们来说，脚变脏这个事情代表说是你跟这个土地产生了真实的连接。
If your feet are clean, you haven't gone back to your mountain.
如果你的脚很干净的话，你脚还没有情况，还在继续这样。
This was a project that me and Y did last year. We take some of her people back to their mountain, Ka mountain, Mana. This one is Pani o Matoho, my raro, my daughter running around.
So we take our
就是今天怎么是他们之前就是刚刚提到这样的一个计划，带人回去属于他的这边土地的一些相片。
We take our kids to our mountains to play, so that they can feel and see the beauty.
他想说跟文化重新连接很严重，但是他们做的事情就是就是带他们自己才知道，他们属于那一座山，他们在那边很尽情的玩，这就是才是连接的一个事。
We go back to mountain to get strong and to build fitness.
回去山上有一个回去自己的跟大的领域有一个期待是可以变强壮，然后变得很精实。
I stay at the bottom and look up.
回去了，就在下面。
So you can hear our connection to the mountain. Ko au te maunga, ko te maunga, ko au. I am the mountain and the mountain is me.
所以建立了这样的一个连接，让我是这座山，那这座山也是我。
And so we need people to protect these places, our ancestral lands.
所以我们需要大家一起以祖先的方式来保护这座山，这个自己在保护。
So a Māori tradition of ours is to have kaitiaki, guardians.
所以毛利的文化里面叫做开基啊，这个就是有点像是守护或者是保护这一片土地的一个概念。
This is my cousin Ngāti Ho.
他的表兄。
He's about 31 years old, and his role is a kaitiaki of my tribe. And he is assigned to protect our ancestral lands from pest.
就是他的表兄弟，他是30来岁的年纪，他是他们这一个传统领域的这样的一个守护者，他的工作就是要守护这一片祖先留下来的土地。
Pest can be animals or rodents, but pest can also be people.
侵者有时候是动物，或者是一些其他东西，有时候比较常充斥着。
Coming to disturb our natural environment, building, quarrying the land, that kind of thing.
所以人进来的时候，最好大家有感觉就是盖房子啊，然后破坏一些土地本来的一些自然的样貌这样。
So we have a team of kaitiaki who look after the tribal lands of our people.
所以他们就有一群开家体来负责保护他们自己祖先留下来的这一片传统。
It is a very, very important role.
就是这个传统文化里面很重要的一个角色。
But we don't just leave all the protecting to them. Us as descendants, all of us as descendants have a part to play in protecting our land.
但不是只有开家体需要去负责守护这片土地，我们所有的这样的一个毛利文化的后代都有自己要负责的东西的负责的部分，去守护这一片祖先留下来的土地。
Ngāti Ho also protects the treasures of our tribe. As you can see here, and thousands of years old.
他们同时说保护土地之外，也要保护部落的保护。那这些保护已经有几千年的历史流传下来到现在。
He runs programs for our young people so that they can learn how to look after these treasures. And the young people quite enjoy it.
他有就是做这样的计划，去让年轻一辈知道说，然后怎么去保护这样的传统的保护，然后现在很喜欢。
One thing you may notice about a lot of our Māori youth or kids is they like to learn with their hands and their legs, not in the classroom.
所以他们发现，这些人在学习的过程当中，比较喜欢透过自己的双手去实践，而不是就是只是眼睛这样。
And so they get to touch, feel, smell, all the treasures and also the land.
所以他们就更倾向去用手去触摸，然后去感受这样的，比如说这样的保护的纹理或是土地的纹理，或者是用鼻子去闻土地的气味这样。
This is a photo of Tiamoe and Ngāti. Earlier this year they ran a workshop over the weekend teaching young environmentalists and youth about how to care for our lands.
那这个是今年年初的时候，Tiamoe跟刚刚这一位办的一个价值的工作坊，然后来教导一些对于环境保护有兴趣的人，还有部落的青年去知道说，然后到底要用什么样传统的方式，祖先教授我们的方式去保护这一块土地。
Earlier I spoke about pest, and I want to show you my beautiful Mana or mountain. But it was actually 20 times bigger than this.
这是他想跟大家分享，他属于他的传统的山，然后他这里做出来其实比照片看起来还要大翻。
Until it was quarried away.
它本来其实很大，但是后来因为有这样的一个竞争，害虫，所以这座山就被挖走，剩下这样看起来比较小的样子。
In one instance, my elder Priya lied and lay down in front of a tractor to stop the quarrying.
他的有一位长辈就是身体力行的挡在他们要把这个山挖掉的这个机器要行走道路上面去阻止这样的事情发生。
I suppose you can say we will die for our land.
所以基本上我们可以说，他们很愿意为了自己的土地去牺牲自己的生命。
In this particular mountain, we also have 3 prisons underneath it.
然后这座山其实本身有3个堡垒在这个山区。
It is sad there are a lot of Māori people in those prisons.
很多毛利人都对这些有特别情感，这是很重要的。
But when my dad worked in the prison, he taught the people in those prisons about the strength of this mountain and to use it as guidance for them in their journey.
他的父亲在做这个工作的时候，就带领大家去那个座山。
And although it's sad that we have prisons under our ancestral mountain, this mountain will provide healing and spiritual connection for them to guide them back to the world of light or back to their families.
这座山会就是它的这样的保护的性质是可以让他们跟他们的祖先有连接，然后让他们知道他们的原来的答案。
But this is not a sad story. This is not a sad story. This is our story of resilience.
这不是一个很难过的故事，就是关于文化传承的一个。
Because our mountain still stands strong.
因为他们的山还是很强壮的。
And so do we. So on the brighter note, every year, for 2 years now, we celebrate the Māori New Year right underneath our beautiful mountain.
所以他们已经为期2年的时间，都在这座山脚下去庆祝农业新年，展现了说，虽然这座山被说到这样的开发跟人倾倒，听起来是个难过的故事，但其实他们这个故事更想展现了他们的韧性，他们的坚韧。这座山还住在这里，把自己身体的在这个地方。
We share food, we share tradition, we share song and celebration. We also set our intentions and wishes for the new year.
然后他们也会在一起庆祝他们毛利的新年。
The name of this moment is Mātukuture. So I know all of us here have a story similar to this one about resilience.
我想在座大家，不管你是原住民族或是非原住民族，相信你都有关于一个关于像这样子关于更任性的关于是在你的生命经验当中。
But be steadfast, be strong like our mountain here.
继续大家制作像一样强壮往前提的就是这样子。
Let's be swimming. Just like the mountain, we protect our oceans as well. Same, no different. Okay?
就像保护山一样，他们也是用一样的方式去保护他们的海洋。
Place of healing. Yeah, place of healing.
这是治愈的一个地方。
Traditional village, Marae. Marae. This is our village for our people.
这是他们的传统的村庄，就是给他们村内使用的。
然后这个建筑叫过来是传统的练习所。
We learn ceremonies, we eat food, celebrate, but we all do it at the village.
不管是分享食物或是举办祭典，那他们在这个地方举行这样的事情。
So yes, we have strong connection to land, but we also look after the people. And also look after people.
他们有很强的连接跟土地，但是他们也很照顾就是村里面的人。
That's called Mana. Mana art. Mana. Here in Taiwan, and all the people that we've met, they manaki us. They really look after us.
Warm hospitality.
他们说，他们来到台湾，遇到每个人都用他们概念中的这个阿皮的方式，热情而且很友善的对待他们。
They give us heaps of food.
我们很常喂食他们。
Food, symbol of love.
食物代表爱，很该就可以这样概念。
I'm going to go back home with heaps of love.
然后带着很多爱回家。
This is my village. You have to come one day. Come one day.
This oldest ancestral meeting house in Auckland. Oldest house.
这是外籍的村庄，然后这一个集会所是大奥克兰地区最古老的集会所，然后他希望每个人都可以到这个地方来。
So our marae, it's called a marae, is the heart of our people.
marae 是他们的人族，他自己的建立。
At our marae, we have a kōhangareo, or an indigenous priest. We have a gym, good health, and obviously our meeting house, our traditional meeting house.
他们的马瑞里面呢有学龄前的教育机构，然后也有健身房，让大家可以强壮。然后它同时也是提供像大家看到的一个聚会跟讨论事情的场所。
For over 20 years, we haven't had a place, an eating house. Next year, we will complete our eating house.
已经有好久还没有一个空间请大家吃饭，那明年就终于有这个机会可以有一个空间让大家可以好好吃饭。
We are very, very, very excited.
他们非常的兴奋，有一个地方可以好好吃饭。
Kōrero mai, ahika.
Ahika.
Ahika. Ahi means fire.
阿皮卡这个可以猜，阿皮是火的意思，
Ka means ignite
卡就是再往上，
or burn.
再燃烧的。
When we say ahika, we talk about the home people, the people who live in the village or home and keep the fires burning.
所以阿皮卡的概念就是原住民族不一定会所有人都待在部落，那一定会有人会离开部落，因为各种各样的原因。那留在部落的人呢，他们就会常常为阿皮卡，就是留在部落让部落的火生生不息的这一群人。
Fire is a symbol of life and it's a thriving, growth.
火其实就是一个生命旺盛所在的一个象征。
In the olden days, it was literally to keep the fire burning and protect the village.
以前过往时间，这个就是真的是让大家过往这个火，因为我在过往的这个生活很重要。
Today, it's get the tea towel, dry the dishes, clean the toilets, set up the meeting house, feed all the guests. Those are the people that they keep the village going.
当然，现在的科技我不需要一直顾这个火，所以安妮帕的概念就转译成我在整理这个村庄，整理这样的一个聚会的空间，然后整理所有的东西，准备所有的传统文化，然后还有准备一些招待的食物给来访的客人。
Also keeping the traditions alive, like oratory, chants, haka, ceremony.
他们同时除了做这些我想比较初步的准备跟整理之外，也要同时传承文化，包含歌谣啊，然后像刚哈卡，还有其他的一些传统文化。
Both marae and tribes strive to keep their ahika strong.
但其实很多的部落，很多的毛利的传统的组织，他们保持阿里卡的方式是错误的。
Last one, two generations ago, not as many chiefs, right? Or just one chief. All of our knowledge had to be hidden. So we only had one chief. Maybe 50 years ago, we just had one chief.
就是大概2个世代以前，大概50年之前，所有的这样的传统化其实是只有一个传统领袖在知道这件事情。
They had all the responsibility to look after their tribe.
所以就单这个人就承担了所有的责任，要去照顾这个部落，这个文化。
But now today, it's too much for one person to carry. Now you need a team. And we have stories, old stories that talked about there was groups of chiefs that looked after the village, not just one person.
现在的话，当然，经过这么多年的努力，已经不是只有一个人在做保存文化的工作，现在是一整个团队来保存文化，然后来照顾这个部落。
And that's what we're doing here. We're building team of chiefs and with different strengths. Some like to explore, some are artists, some are singers, some love martial arts, some connect people, right? So we all have different roles and we can all support one another.
就是每一个在这样的一个传统文化的传承呢，都有自己的角色。有一些他可能是探索人，有一些是艺术家，传承这样的艺术；有些是对于武术传统武术有兴趣，有一些是对于人之间的影响的。那每一个人都会在部落里面找到一个属于自己的位置。
More ceremony. Yeah, this is more learning the old ceremonies, but for our young people.
就是让年轻人去学习他们一些古老的技艺。
Very similar to Manny when she talked about rain ceremony. Very similar. We're learning that thing.
就跟Manny姐前面有讲的，就是跟雨季相关的季节有关的，很类似。
Okay, well, this is our why. This is why we do what we do. This is why we're so passionate.
为什么？就是他们的生活，然后这也是为什么他们这么热衷现在在做的事情，然后也是他们的未来。
Our tamariki are the future, and we need to preserve these gifts and treasures so that they will be there for them.
这个文化是他们的宝藏，然后他们也都告诉他们的孩子他们的文化，所以就是他们希望就是保存这个目前的文化还有魅力，然后给孩子看到一样的未来。
Not just for Māori kids, for all Indigenous kids.
不是只有给毛利的小孩，它是给所有原住民的
see, this is my Rano, my daughter playing over there, and Brianna, daughter of many sisters.
那这个就是天后买他们的孩子以及这一对。
This is a girl from Guam and my daughter, best friends.
那这个下面是他们的女儿，然后以及一个来自关岛的小女孩，他们现在是最王子。
And so by coming here to Taiwan and to your beautiful land, we've been able to build new connections for the future.
所以有这个机会来到台湾，我们就是希望可以建立一个关系，为未来建立更深层的关系。
It's also making this normal for them. So where we go, they come. Right? It's not work just as being Indigenous, being Māori every day.
就是让他们有这个机会，可以真的每一天都好好的当一个毛利人。
Sometimes drive me crazy.
有时候让他们怎么办？
This is grandmother and granddaughter. Then Mana over here. And it's important to have our babies learning from their elders.
然后对他们来说，就是跟比较年长的人学习是非常重要的。
3 generations.
3代。
So, I'll be honest, it's hard work bringing our kids.
那小孩很难哈，大家有看到。
But we wouldn't have it any other way because she gets to be surrounded by you and your traditions and your culture, and she will remember.
就是他说，就是在他来的话，就是他也会记得大家每一个人分享的文化还有传统。
She gets to travel.
所以他会继续旅行。
She's only 4 years old and she's already been to 4 countries.
他只有4岁，但是他已经去过了4个国家。
One thing also is people we work with learn that if one comes, we all come.
就只要他们家族有一个人去，那他们全部人都会一起去。
And I call that indigenous practice.
那他说的就是原住民的练习。
Yeah. Lastly, it's important to have more family time.
大家要多一点单独时间哈。
Okay, I know it's a late night, but thank you for listening.
今朝时间的话，非常感谢今天大家愿意来这边，然后听我分享的故事。
I want to leave you with one last share.
想要再跟你们分享最后一件事。
Words from our late king,
来自
King Ituhatea.
国王。
He said, "Be Māori all day, every day."
就是做一个毛利人，一整天都要做，每一天都要当一个真正的毛利人。
Be indigenous everywhere you go.
要不管去到何处，都要记得来自于可以好好当一个跟你的文化有连接的原住民。
Ya king kōrero kwene ngāwai. Look after your health. Look after your family.
你要照顾你自己的健康，然后也要照顾你家人的健康，
Look after your environment, your land.
照顾你的环境跟你的土地，
Look after you.
照顾你自己。
Take good self-care. Look, this is me. Look after you. Okay? And no matter what you do, and this is all the things we do, we be Māori everywhere we go. Whether karate, sports, everywhere.
不管你做什么事情，不管去到何处，就要这个去很多地方做很多事情，要永远当一个毛利人。
So for you, we hope to encourage you, not when we say be Māori every day, be you every day. Taiwan, I must be Taiwan every day, no matter what you do. Be I must every day, no matter what you do.
虽然说他们说要让大家被尽量被示好，那大家做些什么？不管你是原住民族的原住民族，不管你是台湾族、马来族，或是其他的原住民族，好好的做你自己，每一天一整天好好的做你自己。
We leave you with this song of acknowledgement.
最后他们会带下一首歌，感谢大家今天的莅临。
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou.
呢，要邀请大家来最后一张的合照，是吗？那请大家呢到我们的台前这边，跟我们的毛利的家人们一起来一张合照。最后一个了，最后一个。